There's a Sivir, the wave clear.
Yeah, everyone's running way faster.
I think this draft is frankly a lot of strong individual parts in terms of, okay, you got a good matchup for the Cannon. Pioshik's on a comfort pick. Ryze does decent into the Talia.
The way of the big old spear. As Closer rotating up as well. Now it's a possible re-engage angle as there's a Zenith Blade. Ucal will be able to throw this Ryze back, and Closer just a little bit in no man's land and will be taken down. First blood goes over to Andal, so not exactly optimal here for DRX.
The thing Sivir does besides extreme boom boom damage with crit damage buffed on this patch.
Well, gonna need to pull out some sort of Hex Flash play here as Andal finds himself in a very uncomfortable position. Realm Warp, though, to try and get in here and punish him, and that's going to be Closer able to lock him down. That's Closer getting the kill as well, but there's a flick back onto Pioshik. He's in a bit of trouble as Willa looking for another round of skills, and there it is, the spear to finish him off. Gio now turns up. Red White gun set up here for Doctom, though. He's so scary, and down goes the Pantheon. Gio has to flash. And Doctom already demonstrating the power of this pick. Ucal just not with enough damage at this stage of the game.
Pioshik denied here, so the Dragon is not going to be taken.
Different, as we're not going to see a seismic shot, we're just going to see a Ghost here from Closer to avoid any of that danger as Willa.
Ucal's
already on these grubs.
Is Ghost a dash?
Can I put down the rocks to stop him from maybe he trips over?
Must be pretty awkward to like run very quickly through those rocks, but I guess if you're, you know, if you can't...
It's like stepping stones, you know, like over a river or something like that. Way of the Gnar.
Yeah, the initial Gnar doesn't hit, and then see the flash traded. And that's the end of that. Andal...
Grabbed him to set up for this play potentially as Gio comes over, but I think Andal is just dead. He flashes anyway. Optimistic at best. And the Leona will be taken down, so DNS looking a lot better in this moment, evening out the gold.
This was the answering cannon pick that is not really finding much outside of defending the turret thus far. Dragon is going to go over. Let's see when we get second here. It will be the Cloud Drake. And this game has been, once again, like outside of a few crazy scraps, a little bit of a tug of war where vision game for DRX is superior.
Ooh, cute one thing they comes in, there's a slicing Maelstrom. The Gnar pushes him back, and there is the Q connecting from Pioshik. Willa turns up, but then he realizes he doesn't really want to be here. Q gonna connect there from Pioshik, who does go in. Ucal's in position though. As the stun comes down, flash out there as they see the Realm Warp, and they do not want any of it.
You can see also Ucal was in position to Weaver's Wall in, but opted not to once he realized the fight was lost before he even got there.
Oh, there's Zenith Blade in from Andal, but this is Red White guns on Doctom. Andal is dead, right? Yeah, Doctom just able to kill him there in the 1v1 underneath the turret. Red White don't fight, DRX. You know this.
That was very peculiar, but he did unlock a turret plate achievement as well.
He did definitely get that. Pioshik's making his way down though. There's the flash. Really good use of the spell shield, but it does not matter. There's the kickback, and Pioshik will be able to lock down the Sivir as well.
Because he doesn't have any spell shield anymore.
Yeah, just kind of wishes that he had more opportunities than that, as Weaver's Wall does bring Ucal towards the top side of the map. Dudu able to make his way out though. Uses the flash, slicing Maelstrom, everything. As the eye is being defended here by DNS. As let's see, Andal is going to face check. Pioshik makes his way over. Gio now looking for a bit of an angle here as Andal flashes out of the way. Good shove to protect their support as Pioshik almost down. As, ooh, not quite able to get enough of these Beyblades over the top, and now Gio could find himself in an awkward position. Man drop comes down as Willa looks to try and stop Peter. Pop Blossom comes on forward. He stacked up the Q though, just needs to land it. He will not, but just the edge of the Boomerang Blade, and down will go the Nico. I believe the eye is going to mean that Shelly does not play a part in today's second game. Which is very sad.
I think it got picked up.
Oh, they did! Never mind, Willa got it!
You nearly did. And now we're going back to clearing waves in the mid lane. Still a pretty good position in this game for DNS.
Yep.
Especially
they will be able to get a double dragon as well.
Exactly, double dragon here for them. And we'll see what the soul is, because DNS are hoping for a high roll with this turret disappearing.
Well, and it's going to be Chemtech, so not exactly the best.
Kind of okay for Aphelios?
Yeah, and it's kind of okay for some of the shields. There's a Seraphs that's getting built. I mean, there are angles here. This turret is going to go down in the mid lane. Closer is looking to answer on the bottom side, but it's a trade up for DRX.
Yeah, 2 for 1 here. And it looks like that might take even an extra wave to go down on the bottom side. It's going to be close, as I think it should still go down. And Ucal is going to play defensively, so it will. But the scaling Sivir versus scaling Aphelios argument is really interesting. He only has 1 flash, he only has 1 cleanse. And let's see what happens with this shove.
Yeah, there's a kickback onto Ucal. He's real dead. Not sure about what the goal was there, as Andor going to get tagged by a Sonic Wave as well. Willer in the area, Geo rotating down. There's a teleport in from the cannon, but Rich is here already. 3-man Pop Blossom is great from Peter, but he's just dead. Not an angle that he can actually fight in, and Dudu is so far away. Pioshik looks for it, but there is a Gnar into the wall. And the Lee Sin does have to do some shenanigans to get himself out. They get the stun onto Dudu. Slicing Maelstrom, though, is going to be the end of Andal. And finally, Dom shows up, and he's got the right guns to do it. Geo now with the Boomerang Blade, but they're not going to be able to close in. Still 3 on the floor, and just in trade for Peter. DNS will take that.
And now they're way too deep into a cannon.
Well, now we've got a bit of an angle as Dom could be in trouble. Solar Flare doesn't work, but that is a threaded volley that is going to be able to take down Dom. He had to use Flash as well.
How do Dom live?
Yeah, that's a tough. I don't have the answer to that one. Handle just going to flash in, does manage to find the angle here, even through the flash. And Dudu not able to get too much value here, as Geo wanted to be able to get that last auto, but Yukal, he outranged the Slicing Maelstrom, so he's the one that gets the kill. Rich deals with the turret towards the bottom side, and DRX, the way Peter needs to engage is when Dudu is ready to get massive damage. As now Yukal is likely to be dead again. Pioshik able to set up for that one, does get flung back, but he will still be able to go down. Closer will be able to grab his 4th kill of the game. This Rise will be very scary.
It could be the deciding fight here of this game, now potentially of the series. Willer!
Oh, Willer just dives in, looks for Dudu. Solar Flare going to slow him down, as now Geo looking for an angle, but he's kind of lonely at this point in time. Boomerang Blade's sort of missing all over the place, but there's a Weaver's Wall from Yukal. Pop Blossom as Peter finds 3, and they take down Geo to start the fight. Rich now looking to try and take down the Nico, but this is so dire, as Dom has so much protection. Both of the damage dealers are now on the floor, and DRX, you flubbed that one.
Yeah, they really did. They just were not able to get consistently set up to do the damage with Geo. He was kind of going in by himself, as Willer was able to get a lot of health bar, but not actually as secure. That was pretty closer than I think it would have made Pioshik comfortable. Grab this mid turret, some additional plate gold for their carries. But Willer's idea here, not really do anything for them. It's not the deciding fight of the game, but it definitely puts DNS back in the driver's seat.
And this is exactly how fights need to look for DNS as well. They need to find Pop Blossoms and get enough damage. There's a kick. Beautiful knock-up onto Andal, as well as Yukal has to flash to get himself out of the way. There is a mega disengage cone up and available, as Pioshik not going to quite find the cube, but Closer, he finds it, and down will go Yukal. Now Willer just desperately trying to leave, and DRX are very quickly falling apart.
This is starting to be
Joker, where is the coach call? We need the coach call right now.
It's like a Baron angle.
Oh, and Dom is not going to lose health. He can probably tank it, to be perfectly honest.
Lost his red gun.
All right, DRX now moving in. These health bars are going down. But let's see, there's so much damage. There's a Solar Flare onto Dom, but he's not too worried about it. Willer is on vision as Peter doesn't find the Pop Blossom, but it was all zoning. As now into the backline goes Dudu. Andal is going to be able to lock him up, as Rich should be able to take down the cannon. Never mind, he just flashes away, and Geo is dead yet again. Yukal just now respawning. The Willer is also going to suffer the same fate. Nice sidestep there from Rich, but it's too little, it's too late. It's a 6,000 gold lead. They have Soul Point, and there is the kick back onto Rich. He should be dead. Hop comes through, and there's the flash, so he survives.
The Dragon fight might not have been, but I do think this was the deciding game here, or the game-deciding fight here for DNS to bring us to a 3rd and final game, our 6th of the day.
Yeah,
that's the Baron that goes over on
is
top
this our
of the Dragon.
First 6 gamer?
I think it is, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
the farm in 2 lanes and a big plate to go down here for closer. The final one of that inner turret will be, the whole turret is TP flank from Rich is optimistic. He's got only a little bit of Gnar left.
All right. They look for Closer, but he's just going to press Ghost and gets himself the heck out of there.
Who was he flanking? So, and he's got Flash and Cleanse, so good luck with that.
As a big old Gnar, as Dudu gets thrown into the wall. There is the stun from Willer at the same time, but the Slicing Maelstrom still goes off. And now the fight is going to start. Pioshik gets on top of his target, and Willer is going to be taken down. Yukal, unfortunately, just hasn't done much of anything this game, and will once again die as an afterthought. And DNS, man, they're making this one look good. Dom on his signature pick,
I mean, you can
and he's going to pick up a win with it.
You can see the intent in DRX's actions. Try to get on Dom. Oh, can't quite reach him. Okay, the cannon's in range. We blow him up, because we've seen so many of these mid-game fights where they just single target blow somebody up, but they're just too far behind now. They can't kill Dudu in time. He's got his Maelstrom, and they're just fighting tooth and nail to try to get anything back. Time will get that pesky rat.
Maybe they can do it. Flash is available, though, for Dudu, so it is still going to be a very difficult task.
He also has ult still as well.
All right. Well, Rich has Wit's End, so let's see. 2 inhibitors now going down, though, as DNS just playing this one by the book.
Maybe learning a little bit from the DNF 10,000 gold lead that didn't go so well last year.
I mean, right now, they don't have a mid laner. UCal's 3 levels behind, 4.5 thousand gold behind. Rich is flanking, I guess, as Dom. Let's see whether he can survive this one. He flashes. UCal goes golden, but look at the AoE from this guy. Just presses Q with Severum, and everyone's dead. Gio likely to go down as well. Does manage to pick up a little Pikachu on his way out, but that is going to be closer flashing for it. Willa manages to get one, but it's Dom at full health that completes the ace, and that is going to be the end of the game.
I liked the peel from support Kennen and support Nico as they try to kill Dom and fail miserably. I told you guys the front line, it's the ultimates, and it's also the positioning of Dom. I did not believe. I was not a believer. I thought this composition just was too risky, too many ways to kill the Aphelios. Dom says, no, not today.